So NASCAR has unfortunately canceled this year's 2020 NASCAR Awards ceremony. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Just as you heard right there, they have officially canceled this year's 2020 NASCAR Awards ceremony. Now, NASCAR did release a statement on this, and let's get in and talk about it. With the uncertainty surrounding the coronavirus and the impact on the industry, this year's NASCAR Championships Week and NASCAR Cup Series awards, originally scheduled to take place in Nashville, will not occur. The 2020 NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Gatorade being Outdoors Truck Series champions will be celebrated at the end of the season, with more details to come. We look forward to returning to Nashville in 2021. So, like I just mentioned there, NASCAR has canceled this year's 2020 NASCAR Awards ceremony, basically due to the uncertainty of the coronavirus. That is the main reason they have canceled it. Now, I definitely understand why they have canceled it. It takes a couple months in advance to announce this stuff, to get everything in place. You have to set the event up. You have to get all the approval for everything to be ready to go. But I am a little bit surprised that they already have announced it. We still got 5 months till the awards banquet was originally supposed to happen. Remember, it was supposed to happen on December 6th this year in Nashville for the second time. With it now not happening, you don't have to worry about this, and it goes off the banquet, which it really sucks, because to be honest with you, I was personally thinking about going to this year's awards banquet. I heard last year they did a really good job with the banquet, with everything they did. The burnouts were incredible. It would have been really cool to go out there this year and see it. But like I said, I understand why you're not having an awards banquet, and it does make sense. It just was going to take a lot of time for it to be ready to go. Now, the good news is for national people, this is just a 1-year thing. It's not going to be like a thing that's going to happen every year, because next year we are going to come back and do this. Now, I'm interested to see now, with there not going to be a banquet and no burnouts on Boulevard and all that, I'm very interested to see how they are going to do the award ceremony. I think it's probably going to be like an online like an online thing. Probably all the drivers will be at like Sky Meeting, and maybe they'll do what they did for the Hall of Fame. They might announce it at a future date. The awards, probably most popular drivers award, all the industry awards, probably will be announced earlier before the broadcast. I'm wondering how the broadcast will work. Probably like a Skype meeting and all that, and that's how they'll do it, or like a Zoom call is how they'll do it. But like I've already said, I'm a little bit surprised that they already have canceled it, considering we have months before it happens. But I mean, I understand you don't want 100,000 people over there, especially without masks. You don't want everyone like kind of close together and possibly infecting each other. I mean, a lot of people are not going to be happy, especially the city of Nashville. I mean, I can't blame them for being upset that there isn't going to be an awards banquet this year. I can't really be mad at them for that, because in general, they're probably upset at the fact they can't go now to an awards banquet. A lot of people probably are not. We're planning on probably going to this awards banquet this year because of how exciting it was last year. And unfortunately, we're not going to have one this year, which really sucks. It sucks because we keep seeing all these events get canceled. You know, we're seeing a bunch of people trying to get things back normal, and the fact that we have to cancel an event that's already is in December, it really, really, really sucks, because I think most people do wanted to go to this event, and they unfortunately cannot go to this event. Now, I bet people already were paying to go to this thing, probably may get refunds if they had this plan. Now, the good news is, like I said, for your national people, you're not going to be missing this event in 2021, because you can still have your event. This does hurt the city national in a sense, because that could be money that could be funded toward the National Fairgrounds. You know, they could have used money that they got from this awards banquet and the burnouts on Boulevard and all this stuff. They could have used that money and funding maybe to fund it back in the National Fairgrounds, because with that being the case, what happens in National Fairgrounds? Does that revenue that was going to be the award ceremony that's now not going to that, is it going to take a lot longer for the track to be ready to go? Now, like I said, they already are going to be using whatever money they get from the National Super Speedway. All the revenue generated from that is going to be going to National Fairgrounds, on top of the other revenue that is going to be going to that. But it does suck for the city of Nashville, because they had a good event. They had a lot good going, and unfortunately with the awards ceremony being canceled, that sucks. I wonder how maybe they'll have all of the series broadcasted. I mean, there was a suggestion going around that maybe they could do it like at high school, like how they've been doing high school graduations. Maybe hold it at Phoenix International Raceway, maybe, or at another area. Maybe. I don't know what they're going to do now. Who really knows? I will say, though, that it does suck that they are canceling this, however. I wish that we could have an awards banquet in 2020, and I was really excited for this event, but you have to understand that there is concern around it. Now, they could say they could have, like, the mask coverings. You could have people separate social distancing, but it wouldn't look good on a screen, you know, like possibly only 1,000 people could attend maybe, or some sort of rules that they could oblige by. I really don't know what the solution could be for them having it this year. But I understand why it takes time to plan things. You have to work out a lot of kinks, and there's a lot of things that have to get approved. You have to get approval, especially with possibly recently there has been a rise in COVID-19 numbers. That is probably one of the major contributing factors also to why there isn't going to be an event this year. I mean, Florida's had major increase in numbers. Texas had a lot of people get infected. Oklahoma, New York, California, I think, has had a pretty big rise in COVID-19 numbers. So I think that's possibly another reason why, because they don't want possibly another major outbreak take place. And that's probably another concern, is that there is a possibility that this virus could resurge, but who really knows? I'm not sure if it will resurge. Personally, I don't think it will, but you never know what can happen. It's 2020. Everything has happened in 2020, from like dust storms to like drivers rain all season in NASCAR to now this getting canceled. Man, the 2020 NASCAR season has definitely been a struggle for sure, especially with all of these cancellations, multiple racetracks not having events like Chicagoland, you know, Richmond getting one of their races cut, and then other racetracks not having races in 2020. It really sucks, and hopefully we don't see more things get canceled this year like other races. We're not even sure if Watkins Glen's going to have a race right now, because they've had, like I said, they've had their resurgence of cases. So we're not sure if that's happening in 2020. Who really knows what's going to happen? But 2020 has been such a fluent year. No one really knows what's going to happen. So anyway, it does suck that we're not going to be seeing an awards ceremony banquet, but I understand the concern. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can keep me notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that. And combo your thoughts on today's video. What did you think of the 2020 awards ceremony being canceled? Do you think that's a good decision by NASCAR or not? Let me know below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.